A whiteboard app worth $17 billion. I couldn't believe it either. So I spent 20 hours digging into how Miro went from one frustrated designer to capturing 95% of Fortune 100 companies. And what I found out completely changed how I personally think about building startups. And today I'm excited to share with you the story of Miro and what inspired it, as well as all the lessons that you and I can learn from it and apply to our own startup journey. Look, I'm a founder myself, and Miro kept coming up in conversations. Early stage founders using it, Fortune 500 companies swearing by it, and in fact, even during my master studies, my classmates during collaborative sessions, we all were using Miro. So with hundreds of remote work tools out there, the question is, how did this particular one, Miro, how did Miro capture the market? This isn't me selling you anything. This is me sharing what I discovered so we can all figure this out together. So I dug into the origin story, and here's what I found buried in a case study. Back in 2011, a designer named Andrew Kusit had a problem. Yes, started by a founder having a problem. He needed to sketch ideas with a client who wasn't in the same room with him. So out of pure frustration, he built this simple online whiteboard. At the time, he called real-time board. It's supposed to be real-time so that he collaborates with the person that isn't in the same room with him. This wasn't some grand plan to revolutionize work. This was a founder solving his own problem. But here's the crazy part. Tiny tool that he built, later rebranded into Miro, and eventually serves 90 million people. You heard that right. One person's frustration solves it and now serves 90 million people. But then 2020 happened, and this is where it gets absolutely wild. During the pandemic, Miro's user base exploded from 5 million to 30 million in just 2 years. 5 million to 30 million. That's 500% increase. Can you imagine that? And their paying customers was up by 550%. By 2023, they had 60 million users. And as of today, they have over 90 million users and 250,000 companies. This isn't a niche startup tool anymore. Miro claims 95% of Fortune 100 companies use their platform. So, why did this happen? I cross-referenced market trends and found some interesting stuff. Like McKinsey reported that 58% of US workers could work from home at least 1 day per week. 35% could be fully remote. Then Pew Research added that 35% of workers were fully remote and 41% were hybrid during the COVID time. In other words, the market Miro serves, which is the remote and hybrid teams, was exploding during that period. And Gartner also predicted that 53% of US workers would be remote by 2022. Miro didn't just build a product, they rode a massive wave. So there was a wave that came along when they had their product, and fortunately for them, they were able to ride in the correct direction, in the right direction that the wave was leading them to, and that is what made them succeed at it. But here is even what impressed me the most. This wasn't just luck. Like, Miro's strategy was brilliant. Instead of trying to dominate on their own, what he actually did was to integrate with over 100 other apps. Talk about Slack, Teams, Zoom, Jira, Figma, you name it. Imagine a whiteboard that works seamlessly inside every tool you already use. Sadly, it's not another app to remember. It's everywhere. If you need it, it is there. Use it. Then there's this genius move, the template library. I found that only 2.77% of Miro's template pages drive 29% of the organic growth. Just 2.77 driving 29% organic growth. They encourage users to publish pre-built bots in what they call their Miroverse. Then this is more like an app store for templates in Miro. So running a design sprint, there's a template for it. Product roadmap, there's one that's there's one for it too, right? Every search for design sprint template might lead to a Miro board. They turn their product into content marketing. So now here's where the business model gets really smart. Miro uses a freemium model. That is, you start for free and you pay when your team grows. They have around 130,000 paying customers with an estimated $560 million in annual recurring revenue. But they also have enterprise sales. So when a small team at a Fortune 100 company start using Miro for free, sales eventually steps in for bigger deals. 20 Fortune 100 clients are spending over $1 million annually. This was wild, like when I read it. So they have about 20 customers who are paying them over $1 million annually. I believe that this is product led growth with a twist. Users champion the tool internally, then sales scales those pockets of adoption. The tool becomes so embedded that companies can't leave. It is everywhere. It's integrated in all the tools that you use already. So you just can't leave. I love this idea that Miro implemented. Now, let's be real about the risks. Like any other business, there are risks. So could digital whiteboards become a commodity? I believe Microsoft and Figma are building similar features. I recently used a whiteboard feature that is inherently in Zoom. So it's a potential risk. And also, return to office mandates might reduce the demand for remote tools. Uh, but the numbers suggest that hybrid work isn't going away. 87% of people offered remote work end up taking it. Even in 2023, more people were in hybrid than fully in office. Plus, Miro isn't standing still. They are pushing into AI, summarizing sticky notes, generating diagrams. They are trying to stay ahead rather than just compete on whiteboards alone. Will they win the race? We will see. I've been trying to wrap my head around what really made Miro stick. Here's my personal theory on this. First, timing. The pandemic turned nice to have. So at the time, you would have said it was a nice to have tool. So it turned these nice to have tools into essential tools overnight. And second, we'll say their integration strategy. They didn't ask users to leave existing workflows, they plugged into them. And the third one, I'll say their community powered content, the templates library that served as both marketing and product features. But I'm still processing all of these. I'm wondering if I missed anything. Did I miss anything obvious? Let me know in the comments. And also, have you used any other virtual whiteboards? Did your team adopt Miro naturally, or were you sold on it? Or are you using any specific tool other than Miro? What's your experience with it? I'm curious to know. But from this story, what I am personally taking out of this isn't some grow 600% with this one trick lesson, it's about understanding how solving a personal pain, just as this founder did, can scale when market conditions align with it. Miro's founders built a tool for themselves, integrated it everywhere, and let users contribute to the ecosystem. When the world suddenly needed remote collaboration, they were ready. Classic example of opportunity meeting you prepared. This makes me wonder, if you are building your own startup today, where are the underserved workflows? Have you paid attention to them? How can you also build something simple that plugs into existing habits? And how can you let the community shape it for you? I love doing these deep dives and I'm learning a lot from each day story. Like every single day when I do this, I enjoy it. I learn a lot. If you also enjoy this content and want to see more of it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and also give the video a thumbs up to show me some love and support me on this quest to analyze and share with you all the lessons that I learn. And also go ahead and comment down below any other startup or company that you want me to do a deep dive in, and I will take it out from there. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Until then, bye bye for now.